And make sure everyone knows how big of a hero to 2B2T that Munmap is. Bugger off! Ow! How is he a hero? It's time to work towards encouraging a shift in public perception from greedy spawn mason robber to eccentric spawn mason trillionaires. You see this? People who use 2B shops are unsavoury individuals. Worth posing the question of why people turn to shops at all. Why are they poor? Oh, okay. Poor people go to shops. Do they not have the initiative to get materials themselves? I don't want to diggy. Are they too unintelligent to properly hide their stashes? Munmap shaking proverbial hands, kissing proverbial babies, and throwing actual drop parties. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? This is Kit Nightingale reporting from 2B2T with a leak from the Spawn Masons Discord, one of many upcoming at masonleaks.com. I will, of course, put that address in the description of this video. This leak in particular is the recommendations for the Masonic Grant Program, authored by Joey Coconut, edited by Mothra, illustrated by Sugar Farts, and special thanks to Yada Yada Yada, dedicated to our hero Munmap. Well, isn't that lovely, everybody? Okay, these are the contents. I'm not going to be reading out every single part of this because I may well die while trying to do it. However, I will read out as many of the tasty bits as I can, and you can go to masonleaks.com and read it for yourself. Introduction. We are in an unprecedented position, not just for a Minecraft hobby club or a group of friend groups, but even in a more general sense. How often is it that so much wealth is concentrated in the hands of such a small group of people? The Spawn Masons truly are the 1% on 2B2T at present. That has carried with it a whole host of benefits and baggage really, ranging from the creation of Gringotts and the construction of Sky Masons to helping facilitate the greater rise of individual shops at the expense of still others through the creation of scarcity of resources. There is a cause-effect relationship that is difficult to spell out or see, as even the small bubble of 2B2T community is dynamic and complicated. What it is easy to see and illustrate, though, is that we have a significant impact on this community and what happens in it, be it through our activities, collective or individual. You mean nicking everybody's stuff repeatedly through exploits? Yes, this is correct. Or responses to our activities on the parts of others that may or may not have our best interests at heart. IHOP, UFO crossing. It is my belief that the Masonic Grant Program is an excellent way to make a positive impact throughout this community. Based on my conversations with other advocates for this program, however, I have a very different perspective on the cost benefits and blah 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 blah, golden opportunity, blah blah porto, blah blah blah. Okay, he's writing an essay basically. Okay, let's scroll down. Oh, look at that. Isn't that lovely? Oh, lovely little froggies. There we go. Right. Core assumptions. The Spawn Masons ultimately opt to do the grant program at all. Assumption 2. There is a vetting procedure that is reasonably effective at preventing donations to bad faith actors. Basically, anyone that they don't like the look of or the sound of, they are not going to give the stuff to. The group continues to have an abundance of materials. Yeah, thank God. You know, imagine us all nicking your stuff back. My goodness. The group is interested in further networking with potential future guests. Yes, guests for the Masons. You know, who would want to be a friend of the Masons at this point? God knows. The group holds values and standards of behaviour they'd like to see reflected elsewhere. Well, you failed at that because you gave out grants and then you just nicked the stuff back again. Just saying. And that there is even a single person that cares how this group is viewed. Nobody cares. And you shouldn't either. It's a 2B group. It's anarchy. Shut the fuck up. Sorry. Did I say I was going to comment on this? I'm going to comment on this. I must recommend that this system not be adopted if all of these criteria aren't met. Well, it was adopted and terrible. Moving on. Blah, blah, blah. Public perception. Here we go. An issue that has plagued this group for the past few years is a disconnect on member-to-member basis concerning the importance of public perception. Some care, some don't. We all act accordingly. The root of the matter is that as long as any single public-facing individual exists in the group that does not care what others think of this group and acts accordingly, the results oftentimes are not good for those who do care. Yes, completely, you know. The result of this is the disconnect on fundamental values, gives ammunition to bad faith actors. Bad faith actors? Bloomin' heck, mate, what a bloomin' phrase to pick. You mean people who don't like you, basically, that do not have our best interests at heart, and will impact those other members that do care about public perception. Or is it embarrassing to be a Mason? Aww, sad for you. Well, at least, you know, when Enigma was embarrassed to be a Mason, she just walked out. Yes, and look at all the horrible things you say about her as well afterwards. And Silver Eyes, my goodness, what a load you are. In this way, members that don't care unintentionally aid in the harm of members that do. No shit, Sherlock. Through negligence. No shit, Sherlock. Ultimately, we have an important role in this community that we ought to protect and expand upon, both for our benefit and the benefit to the positive parts of this community around us. Why? Why? Literally, why? A good place to start for this is from a position of care and respect to those within the group. Yes, you ought to care and respect each other. Imagine doing that. Because you don't do that. Literally. Just talk to anybody, really. Seriously. Jesus. For those that don't care what the public thinks or does, if you dislike shops or want guests in many senses, you already do care, and even if you tell yourself otherwise. Yeah, guest Masons, so you can actually talk to real people that aren't yourselves, and you dislike shops. Well, you don't need shops, so why dislike them? What's the point? It doesn't matter. It's nothing to do with you. Someone wants to run a shop, they can run a shop. You've got enough stuff to freaking, you know, fill your bloody ears with for a million years. Who cares about shops? Why care about shops? What is wrong with you? Holy moly. Right, blah, blah, blah. Gringotts Bank, blah, blah, blah. Oh my god. PR fails. Ah! Some players will inevitably see this as a spawn mason stealing their stuff and giving it back. This is exactly what you're doing. This is exactly what you're doing. And decide to be unhappy about it. Like the fifth column, for instance. What? How dare you? And they'll probably actively present the grant program as an overall negative thing, perhaps pointing out the obvious, as this is funded using stolen materials. Well, materials on 2B2T are stolen, and they're stolen again, they're stolen again, stolen again. Yeah, so there is that. But here's the thing, boys and girls, okay? Alright? Nobody cares. Alright? Literally. Okay? Alright? If you want to give out building blocks, give them out. Alright? Okay, but like, you know, don't be going, oh yeah, these aren't stolen, because they are. Because you steal everything. Just be honest with people. Nobody cares. Why is it so complicated? Blah, 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 elaborate, blah, 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 passively dislike the system, blah, blah, blah. Oh my god. Oh yeah, just don't engage with people who are being mean to us. And make sure everyone knows how big of a hero to 2B2T that Munmap is. Bugger off! How? How is he a hero? No. and basically you want to be what? It's time to work towards encouraging a shift in public perception from greedy spawn mason robber to eccentric spawn mason trillionaires. 100% this project, Munmap, our hero. Oh my god, I cannot. Robin Hood! Stealing from every single player that you can steal from. Every single group that you can steal from. And piling it up in your little freaking Gringotts keeps. For just you to use for however you please. That's Robin Hood, is it? That's Santa Claus, is it? How is Munmap Santa Claus? How? How is Munmap Santa Claus? Seriously, Joey, what were you on when you wrote this? Okay? Alright? In a public-facing grant application, this should be put forward. What would you like from Santa for Christmas? He stole all your toys, but he might give one back. Oh, satirical humour. I'll give you humour in a minute. Resentment. I mean, wait. Kitten sanctuary? What? Wait. Perhaps Munmap visits a spawn base and builds a kitten sanctuary. Or maybe he goes around shaking hands and kissing babies. Or maybe he goes around giving people stuff that don't have stuff. Well, here's the thing, right? They're not talking about PvP kits. They're not talking about survival kits. They will not give out armor. They won't give out elytra. They won't give out gapples or anything. They just give out building blocks, right? So unless you're like giving people at spawn stuff to help them escape, right? Like armor and so on, right? I think you find the PvPers at spawn don't give a crap because they've all got stuff, right? So, like, you know, you want to give out building blocks to somebody who then just runs down the road naked and then loses it instantly. Yeah, that's great. Well done. You know what I mean? And kissing babies, please don't kiss my baby. And don't touch my hand because your hand might be slimy. I don't like this. What is this? Oh, you could do a drop party. And then you could deliver coal to all the silly people at spawn. What? Oh, wow. Yeah, because that's party, isn't it? Yeah, I love coal. That's wonderful. Munmap is the hero of 2B2T. We should make sure people know. Seriously, this is a narrative you want to spin. Is it? Is it really? I can't believe all this. Oh my god. Okay, community cultivation. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Friendly groups. Cultivating nice groups, not mean ones. Like not being a... What? Oh, groups that share our values, like not being a jerk. Or liking cats. Or not being racist. I've seen inside your freaking... Your Spawn Masons Discord. You guys are the most racist bastards. Seriously, go look it up. Man, like as soon as the Palestine stuff started happening, the stuff they were posting. Of course, yes, not being racist, very Mason. I agree completely. Yes. We should be friendly, regardless of building ability or project scope. Whatever. You deny most of the freaking grants people freaking apply for anyway. Oh, look, it's a kitten. I like the person that drew this. Very nice. I like crayons. Yeah, definite crayons here. Like, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Looking to join groups or be able to do things they're not able to do on their own. Oh, yeah. Feeling included. Oh, fostering and nurturing players. Being a wholesome corner of the community. Are you, though? Are you? Are you a wholesome corner? Don't you mean you're a weird, stinky, horrible, secret corner of the community that steals everyone's stuff and then hoards it? Seriously. You might think I'm coping. You think Kit Nightingale's reading this and she's coping. Look, you guys are the ones, like, you know, saying all this stuff. I'm just commenting. Okay, right? You say these things out loud. This is what people say back. Duh. You know? Alright, besides the Spawn Masons, there's permanent groups like Astral Brotherhood, a Mason group. Spawn Builders Association, a Mason group. And the Ancients, Spawn Masons group. And event groups like the Party Committee, Spawn Masons group. And Spawn Migration, also a Spawn Masons group, in this wholesome, friendly part of the community. By extension, there are varying numbers of smaller groups too, that none of us like, and we don't really want to help. Yes, of course. Why stop there? Maybe tomorrow a new group pops up that we get along well with. Really though, how do you know if you're not ever going to talk to them? How do you know if you're going to get along well with them? Seriously, how does that work? Because you don't talk to anyone, do you? Whatever. Maybe a week from now, some cool secret base group loses their stash and needs help. What, from stash hunting? What, you mean from Munmap? Yeah, funny that. Maybe a month from now, the server is suddenly buzzing with activity. It's always buzzing with activity, you pillocks. And a lot of awesome people suddenly enter the social climate. There's awesome people all over 2B. Are you basically saying there's no awesome people here now? Oh, that's kind of weird, isn't it? This group is far more influential, be it directly or indirectly. Indirectly, mate. Indirectly, okay? Indirectly, right? You guys don't say a peep, right? You hide away, yeah? You know, everybody thinks the Spawn Masons is some kind of weird group. Like, they don't even know that you exist half the time. You didn't even, like, properly advertise the grant server. You only advertised it in certain places, yeah? Who knows that it even exists? You've probably shut it down anyway. I don't know, man. You banned me from it, so why the that I know, you know? Apparently the grant server is a great and healthy way. Oh, we're being healthy now, are we? That's good. To flex this in a way that benefits many people. Proactive. Extending the kind and generous handout. Kind and generous handout of blocks. That we stole from people. Oh my god. Good builders should not only be the grant recipients. So if you're a shite builder, we'll give you blocks. That's nice. Well done. Already established groups. Yeah, okay, right, here we go. Building a better community. Building stronger relationships with more people already in the community. I tried to make friends with Masons. Look, there's some Masons I really get along with. Okay? Alright? I bloody love the Ancients. Yeah? Absolutely, you know? Like, that. You know, I've built with them before. Right? But, like... Okay. The more friendly groups are able to do things, the more they are able to attract new recruits, which means more cool people. Right, okay, yeah. I don't see you interacting with any groups in their discords, like, at all, to get to know them, other than the ones that you feel safe in. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we wouldn't want people to unknowingly join bad groups, would we? And do things like sell items. I'm just going to say this, by the way. The Masons on their Amazon website, and you go on masonleaks.com, you can see there's like an Excel spreadsheet thing, yeah, where they actually tally up the dollar amount of shulkers that they have stolen, right, using their exploits, right? Okay, and apparently they think they've got like $50 million worth of shulkers. Now, you don't put a monetary value on that unless you are seeing it as worth money, yeah, okay? So you're saying it's bad to sell items, right? Well, then why would you put money? What is wrong with you? It makes no sense. You're all schizophrenic. Well, most of you. Holy moly. Of their own opinion, bored. Funding new events, holiday events, bored. Hostile entities sometimes start events with specifically anti-spawn Mason undertones. What? Hostile entities? What is that? Oh, here we go. See Deloaded's reactions to his holiday event Greece last year, and Orson hyping it up and putting down the party community. Oh, you guys are really coping, aren't you? Oh no, but it's okay. We're just hostile entities. We're not people. No, people don't play 2B2T. Just hostile entities. Yeah, that's fine. Other detractors, blah blah blah. Oh no, guest Masons, spawn Masons. Oh fuck, I don't even know, man. Perception isn't really a problem. What you've been saying it is, this whole freaking document, right? What is the problem is that people that aren't trusted get left out in the cold while such events are constructed. Project people from this group attended aren't strictly bored. This is old, by the way. The drains. Oh my god. Oh my god, BBC News, boring. Boomerang Village has offered to extend the party commission's activities to allow for other players to run new events. Bored. Barbecue! Bored. And providing grants for specific things. A creation of profit incentives. What? That's money again, you bollocks. For positive and constructive endeavors, similar to my god. Perhaps they destroy Cody. What? Maybe people build monuments to promote love, hugs, and cats. What? Why don't you guys build monuments that promote love, hugs, and cats? And put Masons all over it. Spawn, go on. Thing is, you can't be asked, can you? You don't want to go near Spawn in case you get killed. Yeah, go on. Yeah, go on. Like, if that's what you think people are going to build, you go build them. Perhaps they destroyed Cody's Small 11 signs. Good luck. Or perhaps they do spawn projects. If there's anything we want done, guess what? We can just create a profit incentive for someone to do it. Oh, slavery. Right. So if you want something done, you can tell someone to do it, give them the materials, and then say, we'll give you more if you do it. Oh, slavery. Oh, okay. Vocoin. What? Extremely similar with Vocoin payments to players built locos. Right? Wow. Okay, so basically, menial tasks like new spawn builds made. We can create a whole in-game economy that is cashless, and accompanied by the return of Smibcoin. Harm to shops. Why are shops controversial? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, fine, I'll read this. Shops have existed on the server since it became popular. Where there is profit incentive, some point someone will figure out how to benefit from it. Yeah, imagine you've not got much time. You want to escape spawn. You've got the money. You want to buy some kits, and you buy some kits. Oh no. What a problem. I mean, it's not like House allows shops really to advertise and chat that much. If at all. Christ. I'm sure if we all necessarily agree why shops are a negative thing. Exactly. What the hell? Who cares? Blah, 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 blah. An adult with disposable income. Exactly. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Many players, both inside and outside the Spawn Masons, do not like shops because they actually make money. And I'm jelly because they make money. Whatever. Blah. Nobody cares. Reducing scarcity. Any targeted actions against shops that will actually result in a significant harm to their everyday business must be to the effect of funding their customers, who are largely unsavory individuals. You seen this? People who use 2B shops are unsavory individuals. It's worth posing the question of why people turn to shops at all. Why are they poor? Oh, okay. Poor people go to shops. Do they not have the initiative to get materials themselves? I don't want to diggy. Are they too unintelligent to properly hide their stashes? Well, first of all, fuck you, Mason. Not that I've ever had you steal one of my stashes. And second of all, Munmap was an exploit that nobody could fucking escape. Bloody hell, that's the negative side of the coin that doubtless applies to many people. Look, mate, here's the thing, right? People go to shops mostly for PvP stuff and stuff to get out of spawn, okay? Alright? So unless you're going to be, helping fun people with that stuff, which you don't want to, okay? Alright? You should literally, get your nose out. But you just remember that, everybody. Unsavory individuals. I hope you're watching this knock shop. Certainly giving out free materials will result in less shop traffic. Only a tiny bit. We should replace shops to actually get rid of them. My God. Shops exist largely. Blah, 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 blah. This amounts to funding spawn PvPers at the minimum. Yes. They're not people. They're not people we ought to engage in regular dealings with. But if the goal is the eradication of shops, this is an absolute minimum. Yes. Exactly. To make it easier for them to do what they do, probably more will come stay, and that is not part of the community that we should promote growth of or pursue relationships. Oh, right, they don't want people PvPing at spawn. Oh, okay, alright, well that's, maybe it's because you guys can't PvP. That's a config issue. In fact, that's a skill issue, guys. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, next groups would need to be funded, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Customers, blah, blah. This is all about shops. Fuck, say, otherwise it's just a server-wise game of whack-a-mole. I'd like to play whack-a-mole with you lot in a minute. Okay, the unfortunate trade-off to direct attracts on shops. What? It's almost certain some, but it's largest buyers, PvP, reseller shops, and blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Significant baggage. Self-protect. What are you talking about? What? We should be pragmatic with grants. Yeah, basically, we should be really super careful about who we deny. We don't want Domfia bulk buying thousands of dollars of materials in single transactions. Did Domfia bulk buy materials? Are Domfia that poor? How much stuff did you steal from Domfia? You looking at this deloaded? Yeah, okay, alright, I see that. Oh gosh. Oh, shops on fire. Oh, that's kind of mean, isn't it? Okay, how to end shops? Interfere with their acquisition of materials. How? Could be thanks to Munmap, but only hurts some shops. 2. Reduce scarcity of parts of the community that like to buy from shops. The best option, but it's still bad. Yo, you mean PvPers? Okay, yeah. Undermine confidence in shops. Viable but unlikely, considering shop hate is nothing new. No, only for you guys. And they still operate in large numbers. Not really. There's a few shops on the server, and they are mostly trusted. So, suck a duck. Number 4, make the use of materials difficult. What do you mean? Make the use of materials difficult. What does that even mean? What? Disrupting spawn PvP. You want to disrupt spawn PvP temporarily? In the best case, what? What is this? It's crazy. Crazy. Cost and waste. Oh, that sounds like business stuff. I'm not doing that. Oh, look, it's a snail. Oh, look, I did a melon farm, but then it's on fire. And now I'm eating the... What? Management of costs. Boring. Maximum delivery size. Whatever. Material risks. There's a whole host of risks. Truthfully, not significant harm. Yeah, exactly, because you got loads of stuff. How is that a material risk? Bloody pillows. Yeah. Green Got Stash Network is unlikely to grow legs and walk away. We wish. Reply with proof of work for a we want screenies. We want to know where you live so we can come and raid you. Yes, of course, yes. Okay, alright. Build quality should not govern. You basically saying people are rubbish at building. My God. Why coordinates to Mason Grant funded projects shouldn't be required? Well, I wouldn't have thought they'd be required. Why do we need to discuss it? Closing remarks. Overall, this program is one that carries with it significant potential. Where that potential is ultimately directed is wholly dependent on which of these... Over the course of writing this document, it has pleased me tremendously to see Munmap, Christmas party at Negative Entropy's tree. This is exactly the kind of thing we should be doing regardless of the route we ultimately opt to take with dispersion of resources. Munmap, shaking proverbial hands, kissing proverbial babies, and throwing actual drop parties where you give people coal. We'll build goodwill to help foster a positive image. My personal recommendation to take the community-focused route advocated for in sections 2 and 3 as opposed to the shop-ending route. No shit, Sherlock. And otherwise harm shops in situations. But yeah, just don't do horrible things to other players. Yeah, of course focus on the positive, you bloody numpties. Christ almighty. Blah, 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 blah. Best case is simply continuing to steal from shops, nuking their stashes wherever possible. I believe that supporting people, projects, groups, bases, builds that promote or hold our shared visions and values for the community, for the good of the server, will of course everyone to reap long-term rewards that the summation of the shop-killing system simply do not measure up to. Thanks for reading. Spawn Mason, Ib, whatever, Joey Coconut. Spawn Masons, people. Can you believe this? Can you believe this? I can't even. I cannot even. Like, what is it? Is it the fact that you guys have been on the server this long that you kind of see it as your property, kind of, and everybody else is just an intruder, you know? And like, you know, if we say anything bad about you, like, you know, you go into an IHOP or being pedosexual or I don't know, like highlighting stuff you've done, you know, we're not allowed to, are we? No, we have to go back and fix the reputation. Well, you're not going to be able to do that because not everybody in your group wants to do exactly the same thing, which is how a 2B group should be. You numbnuts. This is never going to work. Nothing's going to work. Why do you even worry about your reputation? You're a long-established group. Yeah? Like, take Domfia, for example. Some people think Domfia are numpties. Some people love Domfia, right? But they exist. And you know what? The longer you exist, the better it is. End of story. Wow, we still exist. We still do stuff. We're active on the server. That should be the thing you stand by. Yeah? Spawn Masons established the year fucking 200 BC. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? And seriously, the stuff in this document is just laughable. And if you ever come near my baby or anybody's baby to kiss it, right? I swear to God, you're going to get in big trouble. And that's all I'm saying. This is Kit Nightingale reporting for 2B2T News from the Spawn Mason Leaks. Good day, keep safe, and enjoy your travels out there, people. And just remember, the Spawn Masons are the loveliest group on 2B. Don't forget to tell them so on 2B chat. Tell them how you feel. And don't forget that website address is masonleaks.com. That's masonleaks.com. Okay, thank you. Good night.